Greetings, Minecrafters. I am Nate T. Bird, and welcome back to Episode 2 of Crypt Crawler Behind the Scenes. In this episode, I will be explaining how I did the gate system in my map Crypt Crawler. The first thing that you should know is that I retextured a few items. The gate lock is a retextured glass pane, and the gate bars are retextured stained glass panes. The gate key is a retextured item frame that has also been retextured so that when it is placed on a block, it is completely invisible. The gate key itself has a tag that makes it so that it can only be placed on certain blocks. I'm sure you're aware that in adventure mode, players cannot break or place any blocks, but there are certain tags that map makers can add to items so that they can be placed on certain blocks. That is what I have done here with the gate key, so it can only be placed on glass panes. When I do place the item frame, there are some command blocks in the spawn chunks that detect when the item frame is at this location, and it will trigger the gate unlock animation. So now for a demonstration. When I place the item frame, the command blocks will detect it and trigger the unlock animation. Here we are in the spawn chunks. These command blocks detect when a gate key has been placed or an item frame has been placed, and it triggers the gate unlock animation. All of these are for different gates, but they are the same commands just with different coordinates. This redstone block is clocking, meaning that it activates this command block 20 times per second. This command block detects when the item frame has been placed. It does this by changing the item rotation tag for the item frame, and once the item frame has been placed, it will be successful in changing this tag, so this comparator will output a redstone signal. When it does, it activates these three command blocks. This bottom command block turns off the clock. It does this by setting a wool block of a different color to this location. This is my way of reducing lag. This back command block kills the item frame just because I didn't want any random floating item frames interfering with the map. It just keeps things clean. And this command block is the one that actually triggers the gate unlock animation. It does this by activating some wireless redstone, which we will get to now. So the command blocks in the spawn chunks set a redstone block to this location. The location will be different depending on the gate that's being unlocked, but for this instance, this is the gate being unlocked, and this is the place where the redstone block is set. The reason why we have it being set to a different location instead of just like having one animation for all of the gates is because each gate is located at a different spot, so I felt like just hard coding it in and having each gate have its own animation. This bottom command block sets the redstone block right here to a wool block. This makes it easier for me to reset the map because instead of having a constant signal, it creates a pulse. This command block right here plays a sound. It plays the sound of it sounds like clicking a lock open, which is the initial sound that you hear when you place the gate key. Now keep in mind that these command blocks that have carpet on top of them are for different systems, so we will be discussing them in a separate video. After a few short ticks, it will activate this command block right here, which is a clone command. This clones the first animation frame to the gate location. I will be discussing that in a moment, but essentially it is making it look like the gate is actually being pulled down. And this command block right here makes it sound like the gate is being pulled down. It does this by playing the piston retraction sound at a lower pitch, which makes it sound more metallic and grindy, just the gate being pulled down. After a few more ticks, it will clone the next frame to make the gate look like it is even lower. And then after a few more ticks, it will make the gate look like it is completely gone, and it will play the sound of metal clinking, which makes it sound like the gate has reached the bottom. To create the illusion that the gate is actually moving downward, I show the player a series of frames or images. The first image they see is the gate being closed, but then once they unlock it, they very quickly see this image, which makes it look and seem like the gate has slid down by 1 block. But then very quickly after they see this one, which makes it look like the gate has slid down even more. And then after that, they see the gate being completely opened. But because it happens so quickly, the brain sort of fills in the gaps to make it seem like it's all one solid movement or motion. It creates the illusion of motion that, with the play sound commands, I can create a pretty realistic feeling that the gate is actually being slid downward to be opened. Now, I actually did this using clone commands. So I have a template in the spawn chunks of a gate, and then I clone each one of the different frames from that gate. So each one of these different images, I clone that to the location of the gate. That's it for this video. I hope it was enjoyable, and I hope that you learned a little bit more about how the gate system works. If you have any questions, please let me know down in the comments below. I will try to answer them as soon as I can and as best as I can. Thank you very much for watching, and have a fantastic day.